They don't love you like I love you. Slow down. They don't love you like I love you. Back up. They don't love you like I love you. Step down. They don't love you like I love you. Hi y'all. Guys, I don't know why I am in such a good mood today. On a Monday, no else. Imagine.
Brighter days, 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 brighter days. I can't believe this. Down there. Don't let them make me feel down there. Cause I really mean.
Hi my butterflies, how you guys doing? I'm doing all right. I hope everybody's doing great. Hope everybody had a fabulous weekend and is looking forward to a fabulous week. I hope my mood stays like this the entire week because I am in such a great mood today and I cannot be bothered. Like, I do not want anybody to ruin it for me, because if they ruin it, I can only imagine what would happen. Like, imagine. But that's a story for another day. Anyway, let's get into the video. So I'm at my table, it's lunchtime, and you know what lunchtime means. Lunchtime means my time. My time means your time. So I'm here and I want to talk to you about forgiveness and acceptance. Now, I am gonna get distracted a bit because I'm at my desk and I've decided to stay at my desk only because I can't be bothered. Oh, I'm out of breath. I just can't be bothered to leave my desk and go upstairs. I just cannot be bothered. So if you hear sounds, I am so sorry. It might be the trucks that are coming in, that are loading and offloading. So I'm so sorry if you hear that. But I just wanted to come to you with a quick video about acceptance and forgiveness and about how they have played a role in my life. You know how the drill goes. I have my notebook, I've written everything down, and I just wanted to come here and share with you how both acceptance and forgiveness have played a role in my life. So, forgiveness for me is life-changing because I held so much resentment from my mom and dad, the whole situation. I was so angry, and I was so angry at the world. I was so angry with why I was born into that family and why didn't I, why wasn't I a part of some well-off family, different family. And I was just angry at the world, angry at myself, angry at them. And I just learned that my mother was able to forgive herself for what she knew she had done unintentionally, and she was able to move on from it, but she still had to do the time, and she forgave herself. And that taught me that, no, if my mother is that strong to actually forgive herself and actually go and sit there in that cell, why am I unable to forgive her? Because she's paying for what she did and she is able to move forward and forgive herself. She forgave herself, so why can I not forgive myself and forgive them? What's so special about me? By not forgiving myself, I found it difficult to continue with my life and actually, have a positive outlook on life, because that was weighing me down. It was like a ton of bricks on my shoulders, and I just was walking with all of that around. That's garbage. That is rubbish, all of that on my back. And I was like to myself, how come she is okay with it and being the strong person she is, being a strong woman, how come she is able to move on and continue with her life and keep a smile on her face? Why, when I go and visit her in prison, I am looking at her in this way of, resentment. I hate you, I don't like what you did. But she was able to smile and look at us all happy, and that for me showed me that if she can do it, you can do it as well, because her situation is worse. You living the life compared to where she is right now. So why can you not have that smile on your face and forgive and move on and do the thing? So that for me showed me that, Khanyesa, you can do it. It's about just accepting it and moving on. That's just it. That's why I feel like forgiveness has changed my life a lot. Forgiveness has also taught me that it's not about the next person, it's about yourself. Because the person that caused you pain and hurt and all that have forgiven themselves for causing you that pain and have moved on with their lives, irregardless of if they've apologized or not. You don't have to forgive. You don't have to forgive anybody for them, but for yourself, just so that you can move forward with your life. Because for them, it's done, and they're going on. You stuck there in one place, stuck in that hole, and they're having the time of their life. They're having fun. So it showed me that it's a long process. Forgiveness is a long process, and you need to open your heart to it. It doesn't come easily. It takes time, but once you are able to dig deep within and ask yourself questions as to why you are unable to forgive and what's causing all this resentment and hatred towards the next person, the person that caused you pain, you will be able to find that space deep within, right at the bottom of your heart, that will say, you know what, I need to forgive this person for myself, because they're holding me back and they're going on with their life, and I am just stuck. And I cannot get out of this situation, So it taught me that you have to do it for yourself, not for anybody else, but for yourself. And you have to be willing to want to do it for yourself, because the worst thing you can do is forgive your worst enemy, the person that has caused you pain. Once you forgive a person that has caused you pain, they don't know what to do. They don't know how to take it. They be wondering, wow, this person is amazing. Why did I do that to them? They just don't know what to do. It comes as a shock to them. They just don't know how to handle it. It's too much pressure, So it's important to learn how to forgive, and you will be able to move on with your life. And you don't do it for them, you do it for yourself, just so that you can just feel like there's a weight lifted off of your shoulders. Another thing it has taught me is that forgiving doesn't mean you approve of bad behavior. Not forgiving doesn't solve the issue, and it doesn't change what has happened. Forgiving a person doesn't mean that they have to be a part of your life. You can forgive them, and you can keep your distance after them. You can even make it clear and say that I forgive you, but I do not want you in my life anymore, and that's just how it is. Like, I do not want to see you near me. I do not want you close to me. I forgive you, I really do, but I don't want you a part of my life. I don't want you in my space. You no longer exist to me. And that's okay. I truly believe in the statement, forgive but don't forget. Like, I can forgive you, but I won't forget what happened. It's a part of my life now. You have made it a part of my life. It's my story, it's my journey. Now, you can't expect to be a part of my life after having done something that bad. Some people will want you in their life, even if you've raped them or done something really hectic, but most people won't want you there, won't want you close to them, won't want you in their space, and that's okay. It is just simply okay, and it's done. Like, you don't have to accept their nasty behavior, and they do not have to be in your space. You can forgive them, but bye. I don't want you close to me. I don't want you in my space. That's just how it is. And the last one, before I move on to acceptance, if I have trouble forgiving, I still hold the belief that what happened shouldn't have happened. I believe that everything happens for a reason. I strongly believe that. And I believe that things happen because they were supposed to happen. God doesn't make bad things happen to you. He allows them to happen so that they can teach you something. I believe that every situation in your life teaches you something. You learn something from it, and that is growth for me. And I really appreciate those tests, tests, so to say. But some of them you can hate your whole life. Like, I've been through a whole lot, but they've taught me a lot, and I wouldn't have been the person I am today if I didn't go through all those trials and tribulations, because all the glory. And this really ties in, what I just said ties in with acceptance. If you're having trouble forgiving, you still hold the belief that what happened shouldn't have happened, and this ties in with acceptance. So I'm moving on to acceptance now. Accepting the things you can't change and changing the things that you can. For me, I accepted that this is my situation. I'm here, and I cannot change what happened, but I can change the outcome. So I just believe that once you accept that this is how my life started, I didn't ask to be a part of what happened. I didn't ask to be born into this family, but I am able to change the cycle. I am able to start a new chapter. I am the beginning of a new chapter, a good path. Acceptance for me doesn't mean liking, wanting, choosing, or supporting what has happened to you. And no one is suggesting that you should like the pain that you have been through. Accepting your situation, accepting where you are, will only lead you to greater things, will only give you the mindset of a person that wants to do better in their life and wants to stop the cycle. Acceptance doesn't mean that you can't work on changing what has happened. You can change the things you are unhappy with. Like, for instance, I come from a family that lives in an informal settlement, and when I'm having conversations with my friends, I always say that that's my family, that's my mom's house, that's my mom's situation, that's not my situation. I just happen to be a part of it because I am my mother's daughter. I accept my situation and I love my situation. I am proud of where I come from. I love it. I look at it in a positive way. It's not my place, it's my mama's place, and I'm not gonna act all bougie. That's where I come from, that's who I am, and that's how it's going to be. I just feel like acceptance and forgiveness really tie in with my favorite motto, everything happens for a reason. Just because if things didn't happen the way in which they did, then I wouldn't be sitting in front of you right now talking about the way in which I was able to forgive and accept the things that have happened. So this could be taken in any way. I'm not only speaking to people that are living under the social system. I'm not only speaking to people that have come out of the social system. I'm talking to people that are living in their mom's house right now. I'm talking to people that grew up with a single mom. I'm talking to people that have been through different struggles, because my situation isn't bad. There are people that have been through worse. Trust me. There are people that have been through worse. And I always say that, people tend to think their situation or their lives are the worst thing that have ever happened on this planet. And that's not true, because I've spoken to a lot of people, and my situation, some of the people that I've spoken to, my situation doesn't even come close to what they have been through. It doesn't even take the cup. I mean, life is life is a roller coaster, and if you are unable to forgive and accept, then you won't be able to go forward and have a positive outlook on life. This has really helped me to become a better person, to want to do better for myself, for my family, and especially for my mother. I really appreciate everything that has happened in my life. I wouldn't change it for the world. And I just wanted to say that people, love your story. Like, love who you are, love where you come from. Don't be afraid to talk to people. And for me, talking to people has really helped me, because if I keep things bottled up, I just break down and I become depressed, and I do not like that feeling. Depression is real. I do not like that feeling. It's the worst thing ever. And I just thank everybody that has listened to me and given me advice as needed. I thank you so much. So guys, I think that's the end of my video. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe, and thank you once again to everybody who has done the most. That's how I'm gonna say it. I really appreciate you. I hope you weren't bored. I just hope you weren't bored, but it is what it is. This video, I know, has touched somebody and has made them see life in a different way, so that's all that matters. So I love you so much, my butterflies. Don't forget that you, yes, you are a beautiful butterfly. Mwah.